Hey everybody on YouTube, this is Kyle Snyder once again, aka Clipton, and I'm doing yet another top 10 list. This time I'm going to be doing top 10 lists of Square-Enix characters I want to see in Kingdom Hearts. Now, as many of you have played Kingdom Hearts 3D, we all saw characters from The World Ends With You, and it brings to light that there's more to Kingdom Hearts than just Disney and Final Fantasy. There are other Square Enix characters that could easily come into the Kingdom Hearts franchise, and basically I've compiled a list of characters, from Square Enix games that I want to see in future Kingdom Hearts games. Not just Final Fantasy games, but other Square Enix games as well. Anyways, here it goes. Number 10, Elazul from Legend of Mana. Now, Legend of Mana would have to be one of my personal favorite games from the Mana franchise, from the Seiken Densetsu series, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, and the one thing I liked about Legend of Mana is that you had so many guest characters that you could team up with throughout the 60 some odd quests in the game, and of all the guest party members to team up with, Elazul was personally my favorite. He had it all. I mean, he had the stone cold attitude, he had the look of a warrior, he had Pearl to defend, and personally I think that he could easily make such a great character, a great guest character in Kingdom Hearts as well. As to what world he'd play in, well, that remains to be seen. Most likely Agrabah or some other world that of a similar time frame. But anyways, going on. Number 9, Roger X Huxley from Star Ocean Till the End of Time. Now, I know this is a very odd choice for me to make, but personally I think that Kingdom Hearts has to have some small kid with a smart mouth and a rambunctious attitude, basically one who lets his mouth, who speaks before he thinks, and Roger X Huxley would be the perfect fit for that. I'd like to see his reactions when he meets the Keyblade Warriors. It would probably be priceless. I mean, if we saw his reactions when you first see him in Star Ocean Till the End of Time, yeah, it would be pretty funny. Anyways, number 8, Luca from Chrono Trigger. Every series has to have some kind of smart girl, and Luca is basically the girl genius character in Chrono Trigger. She's the one that has all the techno knowledge and all that, and I feel that Luca would be a great help for the characters in Kingdom Hearts. She could give some gummy ship upgrades to Sora and the rest of the Keyblade Warriors. So yeah, basically, if they're looking for another gummy ship technician, Luca would be the perfect choice for that. Number 7, Exdeath from Final Fantasy V. Personally, I think Exdeath would make a great bonus boss battle. Basically, all Kingdom Hearts games have some kind of hidden boss or bonus boss or whatever you want to call it. Exdeath would be a great choice, because he's, in my opinion, one of the top 10 Final Fantasy villains of them all. I mean, yeah, some people would disagree, but still, bonus boss-wise, Exdeath would be the way to go. Anyways, number 6, Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII. And basically, I don't really need to say much about it. I mean, a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans would love to see Lightning appear in future Kingdom Hearts games. She would make a perfect fit. Basically her character being designated as the same kind as, like Squall or Leon, as he prefers to be called in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. But you get my drift as to how Lightning would fit in. Anyways, number 5, and number 5 is actually a tie. Rufus Shinra from Final Fantasy VII, and Gandrake from Samurai Legend Musashi. And the reason why I give this a tie is because there's an idea that I would have with these two in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Imagine Shinra Corp teaming up with Gandric Enterprise. Both of those companies merging together, joining forces against the Keyblade Warriors. In a plot for universal domination. Yeah, basically two of the most feared and well-known evil corporations in all of Square-Enix history. It would pretty much be a force to be reckoned with if both of them teamed up with each other. Rufus, because he has all the recruiting power, or with, and all his staff. Gandrake, well, he's got all the legendary sword skills, and he has some recruits of his own. It would definitely make for a great Kingdom Hearts game to see those two team up against the Keyblade Warriors. Anyways, number 4, Kefka from Final Fantasy VI. As we all know, Kefka is the most evil villain in all of Final Fantasy, because he did something that no other Final Fantasy villain could do. He successfully destroyed the world. I mean, yeah, maybe the world didn't, blow up, or explode, but he basically left the world completely in ruins. He's a sadistic type of guy. Basically, if you haven't played Final Fantasy VI, do so. You'll know exactly why Kefka is the most evil villain of them all. He has absolutely no remorse for what he does. Worse than that, he even laughs at the deeds that he does. Poisoning all of Doma, destroying an entire world, killing General Leo. Yeah, he just laughs at all the evil that he does. He's that evil. Number 3, Zidane Trival from Final Fantasy IX. He would make a great ally character, and not to mention some of the funny things that he would do when he would be around Sora and Kairi. He'd try to hit on Kairi, Sora would get jealous, they'd get in a fight and all that. But of course cooler heads would prevail as they would team up to take on the forces of evil. Basically, that's the kind of thing that I would see with Zidane Trival in the Kingdom Hearts series. He would pretty much be a comic relief character somewhat, but at the same time, he would be a valuable ally. Anyways, number 2, Golbez from Final Fantasy IV. In my opinion, the second best villain in all of Final Fantasy, and I know people are going to be like, well, what about Sephiroth? Well, Golbez was a great villain as well. I mean, yes, he was manipulated by Zemus, aka Zeromus, but still, for the most part, throughout Final Fantasy IV, Golbez was the main villain. And personally, I think that he would make a very fun boss battle. As to what he could do in battle, well, just play Final Fantasy Dissidia and see him in battle, and you'll know exactly how they can do it. Personally, I would love to see a bonus boss battle or even a main battle in the Kingdom Hearts franchise with Golbez. And finally, the number one Square-Enix character I want to see in Kingdom Hearts, Musashi from Samurai Legend Musashi. And why do I say that? Well, it has to do with number 5 that I said earlier on this list. I feel that Musashi would be a great ally with Sora and the other Keyblade Warriors to take on Shinra and Gandric Enterprises, over an Anthem, World of the Mystics. It just, I could imagine some of the team moves that Sora and Musashi would pull off against the Shinra Corp and the Ninjaroids. It would be just awesome to see. I mean, what more do I need to say? Musashi is one of the greatest Square Enix characters out there. If you haven't played Samurai Legend Musashi, please do so. It is on PlayStation 2. you will not be disappointed. It is one of the most fun games on the PlayStation 2, in my opinion. So that's my top 10 list of Square-Enix characters I want to see in Kingdom Hearts. What do you think? Leave your comments below as to who you think should be in Kingdom Hearts Square-Enix wise. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.